All right. So we got the playoffs, man, this weekend. Ready to make some picks on this?
Yeah, man, let's get it.
All right, let's get it. All right. So we got oh man, I hate when the NFL does this. So we got the Saturday game. Well, it's on CBS. So we got CBS and Paramount Plus. So hopefully we get to see it on
Here we go.
CBS. Here we
Here
go
we
with this
go.
stuff. Yep.
The new package, the new Netflix package. But what you said was Paramount? Paramount ain't
Paramount.
in there?
Yeah. Paramount Plus. Now, who
Hmm.
has Paramount Plus? I don't have that. Le-
Nobody.
least the 8 o'clock game is on Prime Video. I have that, and that's exclusively on Prime Video. A damn playoff game. NFL, what are you doing, man?
Yeah. It's getting stupid. And look, Monday night playoff? What? Monday night playoff games, yo.
Yeah, I
That is
guess so.
I've never seen that before.
I never seen that
Monday
before
night
either.
playoff game. That Vikings Ram game is on Monday.
No wonder why NBA viewership is down. They did. NFL is taking over everything.
Right. Right. NFL just said, hey man, we just gonna take all the money. We just gonna take it
Yeah,
all.
we're gonna take all the
We're
money.
gonna pay. We're gonna have, right.
It-
We're gonna have
it-
Friday night game, Saturday evening game, Sunday game, Monday game, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
Thursday. Y'all just go ahead
And
and
you
deal
know
with it.
what? And you know what? Go and give us Christmas too. We're taking that back.
Right.
Give us
And
Christmas.
then a couple of early Saturday mornings, when you watch your cartoons, we're gonna hit you with them London games. This will be the
Yeah,
London pack.
that's right. Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
hit you with some
So
overseas game. You know what? You know
right.
what? I know you like watching soccer, but you know what? We're gonna throw a game down in Brazil.
Yeah, man. It's just outrageous how they take it over. And they're gonna sell these packages for $1 billion a piece. All they did was take a little bit out of the regular joint and they're gonna put it in one of these little packages. Friday night package, Saturday afternoon package. You know what I'm
the
saying? Oh man, the Christmas package, cause now they got
Christmas,
Christmas.
they got Christmas game, Thanksgiving game. That next, well, man, we're gonna get some other holidays. The New Year's game. They're gonna start storing in some other stuff here.
Yeah,
Uh,
dog.
They go,
It's about to
what
be
other
anything but.
holidays? Like I've always said they should do a Halloween game, and it should be in cities like New Orleans and what's another Gothic type city you could put a Halloween game. Dude, they had a Halloween like Monday night game. It was either Monday night or Sunday night game in New Orleans. Dude, that was the best thing ever. People were dressed in costumes. They're acting real funny. It was, I think it was against Minnesota. This was a couple of years back. It was against Minnesota. And the guy showed up in a Brett Favre uniform on, and he had on a neck brace. This is back when Brett Favre was always injured for the Vikings. He had his arm in a cast. Dude, they should do Halloween games. NFL, you heard it first here. Voice of reason. Make it happen. Halloween games. And put it on, I don't know, put it on Tubi. Get Tubi to show the games. I don't know, some
Yeah, or
obscure
the Tubi package. You're gonna have
the
the Tubi
Tubi
package for the watching cable. Uh, uh, I mean, look, long Halloween ain't on Wednesday, and they even broke that. They had a Wednesday game this year.
Put it on
Christmas,
Tuesday.
Christmas was on Wednesday,
Yeah, I
and they had
know.
a Christmas game, yo.
Dude, just
Wednesday.
have a game every day of the week. Just put it on Tuesday too.
It's coming, dog. It's so close. That right now there's only two games that have not played the game. Well, no. It's only one day they have never played the game on, and that's Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
It'll play the game on every game day of the week now, except for Tuesday,
And the
which is
way it's
outrageous.
going, you
Oh
might
yeah.
have a game, you might have a playoff game on Tuesday. Here's why. The
I don't know.
the
Well,
the Rams game is going to be moved because of the wildfires in
oh,
California.
yeah, they might move that to Tuesday. That'd be
They might
crazy.
move it to Tuesday if they can get it worked out and get the game played, because right now the contingency plan is to move it to Arizona, playing Phoenix or
Uh,
Glendale or wherever the stadium is. And
mhm.
I don't know if it's available on Monday night. So you might get a game on Tuesday. Who knows?
Wow.
That'd be crazy.
Wow.
So every day of the
Yeah.
week, they might invent a day of the week to have the games on. But
Yeah,
anyway,
man. This get ridiculous.
it is.
So,
All right. So let's go through these picks. All right. So we got the 4:30 game on Saturday on CBS and Paramount Plus. So we got the Houston Texans at home against the Chargers. Man, Texans look they don't look strong anymore. And I figured CJ Stroud was gonna hit a wall, his rookie wall. So I think he's hit his rookie wall. And I'm gonna go with the Chargers. Chargers are 3-point road favorites. Who you got?
yeah, man. Harbaugh got them playing. They got them playing. Got the defense looking good, looking solid. For the most part, Herbert is being Herbert. Um, and CJ Stroud does seem like he regressed a little bit. So yeah, I'm going with the Chargers for sure.
Yeah.
Going with the
And,
Chargers.
and that could even when he had all of the receivers, even when he had Diggs, even when he had Tank Dell, he still didn't look the same. And now
Yeah, Tank Dell, Nico Collins.
yeah. And now that they're out, he already hit a rookie wall. Now they're out. It's all falling apart for him. But still a good
Yeah,
player, still a good team, still got 10 wins on the season. Still good. But like you said, Harbaugh. I mean, isn't it amazing? There's certain coaches, man. They just have that
that's what he did.
ability. They just know how to win. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
show
man.
up and just win. First season, right?
Yep. I wasn't I wasn't expecting this turnaround until next year,
Me
but he
too.
already did it.
Already did it. Already come in. He
Mm.
wins 11 games. The guy before him was struggling to win double digits. This guy comes in one season, immediately 11 games. Sean Payton
Yep.
shows up in Denver, wins 9 games last year with all the turmoil and Russell Wilson. Cut Russell Wilson, brings in a rookie, shows up now, and Broncos win 10 games. It's like, it's just, it's certain coaches have the right mindset and they just know how to win.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Other coaches, they got this way of them, and they have to win a certain way. They have to find players that fit the system. They can never adjust to the player that they have. Anyway, next game. It's frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's frustrating to me because my team let a Hall of Fame coach left. That it always will irritate me. The 8 o'clock game on Prime Video. I'm not too angry about this because I have Prime Video. If I didn't have Prime Video, I would be very angry about this NFL.
No
Um,
doubt.
Ravens, 12-5 Ravens at home against the 10-7 Steelers. The Ravens are 9.5-point favorites. I think that number's too big. I still think the Ravens are going to win it, but I think that number's too big because these teams are rivals. They play in the same
Yep.
division. This would be the third time they're playing. I don't see the Ravens
Yep.
winning by 9.5. Who you got?
Yep. Good coaching should keep that game relatively close. I'm taking that 9.5 points, but I'm taking the Ravens to win.
Yep. Yep. I think that's the right way to
For
go
sure.
with it.
Taking the Ravens to win for sure. But it would not surprise me if the Steelers won, though. I mean, they know this team. This is their
They know
arch
him.
rival. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And they know this team well. Question
Yep.
is, how well is Russ going to cook?
Yep. There it is. There it is. I think it comes down to how well the Ravens defense plays against the Steelers offense. That is going to be the battle right there. Because I think the Steelers defense is going to hold Lamar in check because they always do. They play him well. All right.
Absolutely.
Moving on to the Sunday games. And then we're going to get to the Monday and Tuesday game. No, I'm just kidding. Sunday game. NFL will be adding Tuesday games pretty soon. But anyway, Sunday,
Pretty.
pretty soon. The Bills at home against the Broncos. The Bills are 8.5-point favorites. I'm going with the Bills, certainly. I'm not sure if 8.5 seems like a lot against a good Broncos team, a very good Broncos defense at that. I think that's too many points. but I see the Bills winning this game because I think they're going to rattle Bo Nix. Who you got?
Yeah, I think I'm going with the Bills on this. As a matter of fact, I know I'm going with the Bills on this. Only thing I'm worried about this in this is the Bills defense. The Bills
Mm-hmm.
defense showed that they could be had at times. And Sean Payton is a good offensive coach. You know what I'm saying? So, and you give him a shot, he'll find your weaknesses and then attack
Yep.
them. You know,
Yep.
so that's the only thing I'm worried. It might be a rather high scoring game, higher than most people think. But yeah, I think that number is probably a little too high. But I'm going with the Bills.
See, I disagree. I think it's going to be a low scoring game because I think Sean Payton's a great offensive coordinator, a great offensive coach, but Bo Nix in his first playoff game, you know, I'm a little worried about that. I think the Broncos defense is very good, and I think they're going to keep Josh Allen in check. But there's going to be a lot of back and forth. I think I think it's going to be a low scoring game. Not when I say low scoring, I mean like 20-17 type of a game. And hell, who knows? It might be snowing in Buffalo to
And
keep it
very
low.
well could be.
Yeah,
Yeah, very well could. If it's weather, definitely for sure be a low scoring game for sure. If it's
yeah,
weather,
yeah, yep, yep.
even though both these teams are used to cold weather.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't score a lot of points in cold weather either.
Right.
So, okay,
But they're
all right,
just more adapt, so they know the clothes to wear, they know what gloves to wear. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They know what kind of equipment to wear in that type of weather. Because I
right.
think that's what happens with a lot of teams when they get to the cold. Yeah, the cold bothers them more, but then they also don't know what to wear, so it doesn't bother them as much. You
And
know?
not only that, they don't know how to change their play calling and play style. Like when the
Right.
Dolphins went to Buffalo to play the Bills in the snow, and they still try to use their high flying offense the same way. And it's like, dude, that's not going
Mm-hmm.
to work in this weather. You know, Tua get hurt
Right.
in nice weather in Miami. Definitely going to get hurt in this type of weather. But anyway, all right. The 4:30 game.
Right.
We got the Eagles at home against the Packers. This should be a good one. The Eagles are actually 4.5 point home favorites. But yeah, I'm going with the Eagles mainly because of Saquon. I think Saquon is going to help them beat the Packers because the Packers have a really good defense too. Um, but I think this is going to be a shootout. I like the Eagles. Who you got?
I like the Eagles, but I think I see the Packers kind of laying the dud a little bit in this game. They're not
Mm,
gonna have they stretch the field with Watson. Watson gonna be out.
yep.
They're gonna in Philly, the way they play defense is they just say you're not gonna get a deep pass on us. You're not gonna throw anything deep, and that's kind of the key to what the Packers have been able to do is they kind of lull you to sleep low and then they hit you with one over the top.
Right.
I don't know if they're gonna do that with Philly. Um, I mean, we'll see if Jordan Love can have that magic like he did last year, but I just don't see it in this game. I'm going with the Eagles.
Well, I think this is going to be a game of the running backs. Saquon Barkley versus Josh Jacobs. And I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a dogfight between those two. Because, like you said, the Eagles don't let you get anything over the top. The Packers got a really good defense. So I think it's going to come down to the running games.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. All right. 8 o'clock game. So we got 3 games on Sunday. So 8 o'clock game in
Yeah.
sunny Tampa. The Bucks at home
Mm-hmm.
against the Commanders. The Bucks are 3 point home favorites. I like the Commanders here. Um, the Bucks defense is questionable, and I think the Commanders can put up some points on. So I like the Commanders beating the Bucks in Tampa. Who you got?
I do not. I'm on the other side of this. This is Tampa Bay. This is another one of them teams that just kind of owns the Commanders. They just have. I mean, they beat them this year earlier this year, and I think that was in Washington. Mike Evans usually has his way. If anybody listening, take 100 yards and a touchdown for Mike Evans. Might put him in for 2 touchdowns. He usually kills the Commanders. I don't see it being any different here. Um, and the Commanders actually look pretty pathetic against the Cowboys over this last week. I know they didn't have a whole lot to play for, but they were playing. I mean, they had the players out there, and they were trying to get a 6 seed, which they ended up getting anyway because they had that last second, touchdown at the end. But um, if they play like that, and that is what I've seen them been doing this year, and plus we got a whole season of tape on Jaden Daniels and see what he likes to do. I mean, the Cowboys gave you the blueprint. I mean, we were shutting him down first half. He couldn't get much of anything, So
Well,
I'm going with the Buccaneers on this.
let me just tell you about a secret weapon that the Commanders have that they didn't have in that first game of the season with the Bucks. Two things first. I'll get to the secret weapon. First thing is that was
Okay, who?
Jaden Daniels. That was Jaden Daniels' first game. So I remember telling my wife, like, you're gonna get this win. He's a rookie. It's gonna take time for him to start figuring things out. So it's good that you're playing him early in the season. We had to play him late in the season after he figured everything out. So the Bucks beat him early on. Secondly, secret weapon. The Commanders have Marshawn Lattimore from the Saints, who
Oh man, get
knows
out of here.
Mike, who knows Mike Evans very well. They battled for years,
That is
dude.
true. Okay,
And
but
he shuts him. He shuts him down.
go
He
ahead.
shuts him down. Yes,
Yeah, is this a fully healthy Lattimore though?
I
I
would
don't think
think.
this is fully healthy.
I,
Lattimore.
I think he'll be ready for the playoffs because I think he
Mm.
set the last 2 or 3 games, so he'll be ready for the playoffs. Lattimore gives Mike Evans problems. Trust me.
He usually does, but he does that with the Saints, and I don't think they play the same scheme that the Saints play. Uh, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, he wasn't 100% winning all them battles. Mike Evans will get out on him a little bit sometime too. So we'll see if he's even traveling with Mike Evans, but I don't think he's 100% even good right now. He didn't play in the Cowboys game. I don't think. I don't think he played in the Cowboys game.
I'm looking at the
Uh,
injury reports for the Commanders, and he's not listed. So I think it was a precaution to keep him out.
yeah, but
I,
they were
I
playing all these starters.
yeah, but I mean they didn't play him. They hadn't played him in I know he played when the Saints played him, and then I think he played the next game. But I think they set him thereafter. So I think part of it is they're just resting him and getting him ready for the playoffs. I don't have nothing that says that, but
Dog, you
I
got
must.
Jaden Daniels on the field. Everybody else is up to play if you can play. There's no way they were arresting him because they're playing Jaden Daniels,
No,
and that's your primary guy. You can't lose him. So
that's true.
you're not worried about him unless he's hurt. He has to be hurt for you to rest him.
Well,
I don't think he.
well, if he plays against the Bucks, he will shut down Mike Evans.
They ain't shut nobody else down, but we'll see. Not that
And they
defensive
say
backfield.
so. See that when they ruled him out against the Cowboys, they remain optimistic about his return this season. So they don't say
There you go.
necessarily for the playoffs.
Optimistic does not mean he's not good. He's not 100%. They just being optimistic, you know.
Yeah. So apparently he got hurt in the game against the Eagles. And
Mm,
so yeah, he's got a hamstring problem. So we'll
mm.
see. We'll see.
Yep. We'll see. But I'm definitely got the Bucks on this. And I
Yep.
would not be surprised if they rout them.
You think the Bucks are going to rout the Commanders?
I would not be surprised. I
I
would
don't
not be
see that.
surprised. Rookie first, we just talk about it. Rookie first time on the road in the playoffs.
That's true. That's true.
Daniels has not been especially lately. He has not been like, what I'm saying, this top notch, top five quarterback the last few games. So I think either people are starting to figure him out, or maybe he's in his rookie wall. In college, he's not playing as many games.
Right.
He didn't finish playing. They didn't play their bowl game by now.
Oh yeah, they didn't play the bowl game. The season over with. They already. Entering the transfer pool portal.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. You know, so uh, he might have hit his wall because he does a lot of running.
yeah.
He does a whole lot of running. And that's what usually you're gonna hit that rookie wall because you're doing more running than you used to doing.
Well, my thing is, I don't think the Bucks are a very good team. I think they're a decent team, decent enough to win the South, but I don't think they're a very good team. And I think they're going to get beat by another decent, good team. I think the Commanders are decent. They're good, and better than the Bucks. Like the reason I said the Bills will beat the Broncos because the Bills are leaps and bounds better than the Broncos. So we will
Yeah, I
see.
just don't. I just don't think that a team that barely beat the Cowboys practice squad, and then you barely beat Chicago, who everybody to beat, and you barely beat all these teams you barely beat. You ain't showed you head to heels about none of them teams. You showed you right there about with Chicago, and then Dallas did go in there and beat them the other game that they played them.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
uh, I,
It,
I just don't think. I think they're too reliant on just him, on
they
just
are.
Jaden Daniels.
And like
And
I
if he
said, I
gets
think
if he
the
figure him
only good
out,
no, I was gonna say the only team with a winning record that they beat were the Eagles.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And that really was on some BS for real. I mean, that was really on some BS. I mean, think about it. Hurts got hurt. He got hurt, and they had to play with the backup quarterback.
Kenny
And
Pickett.
so, and that's how they won that game.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Hurts had that concussion, and then that's when they finally because they was getting blowed out. That game was about to be a blowout before Hurts got hurt. An
Nope.
absolute
Nope.
blowout.
Yep. I was watching it. Yep. It hurts going out of the game really changed the dynamics. Okay.
Yep.
All right. All right. Looking at the Monday night game, which could be moved. Right now, it's going to be in LA. The Rams are the home team. They're playing against the Vikings. The Vikings are 1 point road favorites. Now, I like the Rams, but I think this is going to be really hard on the Rams. They're going to have, stuff on their mind from wildfire. This game might not even be played in LA, so the Rams will be traveling just like Minnesota, like the Vikings will be traveling. Um, Plus, I think the Vikings are a really good team, especially on defense. So they should give Stafford, Cooper Cup, and Puka Nakua some problems. So I got the Vikings winning this game in Los Angeles, Arizona, wherever the hell this game is going to be played at. Who you got?
Right. You know what? My boy brought up another that same thing about the wildfires over there. And he brought it up in basketball, and then he applied it to football. And I was like, yeah, you know what? You might have a point there. Some of the players probably got some property or something in LA, and they worried
Mm-hmm.
about it too. So they probably miss practice and shortening practice, and might can't practice sometime. So yeah, I think that's a valid point. It's a very valid point. And even tonight, Kawhi Leonard didn't play in the game tonight with the Clippers because he was attending something about the wildfires.
Man, that dude
So
always looking for a reason to miss the
he
games, man.
just came back. He just got back.
That
You know
dude,
what I'm saying?
is
And he's calling out
crazy.
already, but he hit me wildfire, so people won't let him go.
Come on, man. Well, let's talk about it. Kawhi always looking for a reason to miss a game with the Clippers, man. My kids PTO, school PTO was tonight, so I can't make it tonight.
Yeah.
Always something. I got a leaky pipe in the house. I got to make dinner tonight. My wife
Yeah.
always something with this dude, man. I don't know how the
Yeah,
Clippers
man.
put up with this stuff.
I don't know either. But just because of that, I was already leaning a little bit to the Vikings. I think I'm gonna go all the way with the Vikings just because of that factor. That's a
Yeah.
pretty big factor. They ain't
Yep.
gonna have their full mind into it.
And to keep in mind that they were embarrassed by the Lions. They played the Lions well in the first half. Like at one point, that game was 10-9. And I remember
Mm.
I walked away from the game to go do something, and I came back maybe 10 minutes later, and the game was 31 to 9. I was like, "Whoa, what happened?" I thought I was coming back to a very good game. I thought I was going to watch something down to the wire. The next thing you know, this thing is 31 to 9. So I think the Vikings were embarrassed. I think they're a very good team. They're going to come back and they're going to try to perform well and beat the Rams. And, like you said, the Rams got a
Yeah,
lot on their mind.
a whole lot, a whole lot. But yeah, they're gonna have to they're gonna have to pull it together for this one because especially if they go and then they lose the home field and they got to play in Arizona or something, you
Right.
know, that's really gonna throw.
Right. Agreed. Agreed.
Hmm. Yeah, man.
All right. Well, let's go and wrap this thing up. Thanks for joining us again. We do this thing every week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Holla.